Cancerian Chronicles. This is Misty, and we are on day 21 of our Level Up Your Life series for my beautiful Cancerians. And we're going to go ahead and just jump in and see what our messages are. So let's get started. Okay. Let's see. Messages for Cancer. What do we need to know for our level up? And you guys, I'm just feeling guided to say for those of you that have been following with this 30-day series, the goal is it's not just to kind of, check in on the energy and see what's going on or just listen to the messages. The goal is actually to make sure that we're implementing certain changes so that we can, in fact, level up our lives, right? So the first card that popped out is past lives. And interestingly enough, we have guilt at the bottom. And at the top, we have comparison. And I'm feeling guided to say like this feels like, similar messages to what we've seen. But it's like if you want to level up Cancer, there's something to do with like the past or past life energy, something that happened in the past that you might be feeling guilty about, some type of guilt, some type of shame, making comparisons in the sense of like, what you would have or could have or should have done different, or making comparisons to like, how, much further along you should be, or there's something with that type of energy, like you're meant to, like you're going to have to let that go as part of this level up, right? Yeah. Because it doesn't really serve you. That's kind of like sitting in, like if you're sitting in the past energy, all we have is right now. All we have is the present. So sitting in past energy, like, yes, you want to look at past actions or things that you've gone through to make sure that you're learning a lesson. Like that's the whole purpose of it. It's not just to like sit in that energy, just to think about the past. Okay. We have intensity, and it's making me feel like this is about moving forward. This is about pushing forward, and making sure that also that you're not going in the wrong direction, in the opposite direction, right? So we're not going back to the past. We are going to the future. We're going full speed, full steam ahead. And in order to do that, in order to improve our future, right, we have to make sure that we're putting in the work and that we're doing the things that we need to do right now in the present, which is all that we essentially have control over. At the bottom, we have Thunderbolt, which makes me think of like, yeah, shaking something up. It feels like, something being shaken up. At the top, there's laziness. And the thing about it is that it feels like for some of you, this is about changing your perspective of like, there might be some old stories, some ways that you've been taught as it relates to being lazy. But I don't know about you, but if this is being lazy, like that's what I'm striving for. This person looks like they don't have a care in the world. They're not worried about anything. They are enjoying life. And for some of you guys, it's like it could have been in the past when you took time to just like relax, take a breather, take a rest, take a break or something like that. You were made to feel like you were lazy. And that's an old story that you're going to have to get out of. 411 was just on the timer, so that might be important for someone. Okay. So let's keep it going. Messages. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, we have 3 that popped out. So I'm going to look at those. We have harmony. We have traveling. And we have control. And it feels like this is saying that like you're on some type of adventure, or you're about to be moving, or is this about moving? Some of you guys might be changing locations or thinking about changing locations, possibly to some place that it could be like a previous place that you've been to. But whatever this is a place where you feel like you would be more at ease and more at peace, right? This is a place where you're going to feel like more in control of your life. For some of you guys, it's possible that you feel like where you are currently, like there are some type of, people or situations or circumstances that are kind of tying your hands to where you don't get to kind of have control over what's going on in your life, and you want to put an end to that. Okay, so it's like you want, so for some of you guys, this could be like you're trying to get away from like an old family situation or old friends, and it's like starting over, starting fresh, starting new. For some of you guys, like this is what you're being guided to do with this inner voice, right? Yeah, you're being guided to let something go, to let something from your past go, whether this has to do with hometown, like being too close to family, or like, not being able to like sever ties with, friends or a job or something that does not serve you. That's what this is about. Okay. Yeah, we have maturity. Yeah. So, and that falls under past lives, right? So, this is about making sure that you, like I said, like that you're growing from, or that you have learned from your past or past situations, right? So, yeah, this is like whatever happened in your past, this was something that was helping you to grow, helping you to develop. If you see like all of these freshly bloomed flowers like all over her, like she has learned some very valuable lessons. And it's come with time, right? It's come with experience. Okay. Messages for Cancer. Yeah, we have change. And this is coming right underneath intensity, right? So this is like a very dramatic, a very drastic change. Like someone is thinking about like they're ready, like someone feels like they're ready, or you're being guided or being told like, yeah, you're ready for this change. So I'm hearing have no fear. So if you have been afraid to jump into some type of change or make some type of dramatic move, it's like for whoever this is for, you are ready to be all in, to jump all in. Like you're being guided to be all in with whatever this is that you're wanting. Yeah. When I look down at, from splitting the deck, there was the source. So there's kind of this sense of like you are, it's like you're being, I'm hearing carry me home, like you're being carried, like you don't have to worry, like you're being supported by the Most High, by the universe, by source, whatever it is that you ascribe to. Yeah, and we have breakthrough. So it's like you have had some type of epiphany, some type of like you've noticed something about where you are that is not serving you, and you, oh wow, I'm hearing crack the code. At the bottom is beyond illusion. So that's basically what it is. You're deciding to, or you have decided to move past like some type of illusions that you may have been dealing with, or that's really the guidance. Like you have to move past some type of illusions that you've been hanging on to or holding on to in order for this new beginning, for this change, for this rebirth, right? We have rebirth at the top. Yeah. Okay. Messages. Oh, geez. Yeah. We have the Lovers. And I'm getting this in the sense of like, this is about making, the Lovers card is typically about choice. But it really feels like this is someone who is just loving on themselves, who is choosing to, look at themselves in a new light, or look at themselves from a different perspective, and love on themselves, from every angle and every sense of the word, right? Especially like this innocence has popped up at the bottom twice, and this is the first time that I'm kind of paying attention to it. Huh. For some of you guys, that's just about, seeing maybe some like mistakes, so to speak, that you feel like you made in your childhood, and just seeing that, for what it is. It was just like you learning and growing. That's what you do. That's what life, that's what happens in life, right? Okay. Yeah, we have flowering. So, and this is under intensity, change, and flowering. Making these, it's like someone is about to have some type of dramatic changes, or making dramatic changes, quick changes. Hi, RH, how are you? And this is going to lead to like some powerful growth, is what I'm getting from that. Like, if you keep up, or you continue to move forward, yeah, moment to moment, right, focusing in on, the right here and the right now, that is what is going to lead you to all of this growth. Okay, messages for Cancer. Ooh, okay. Yeah, and we have patience. That came out, and this is under, essentially this was like our, traveling, breakthrough, and patience. So it's like along this journey, making sure that you're being patient with yourself, right? And whenever you come up, or you have some type of, like, you've realized that, like you've learned some type of lesson, don't beat yourself up over like what you feel like you could have done different. Just really be patient with yourself, is what I'm getting from this. Yeah. At the bottom, we have abundance, which, I always love to see anything that has to do with abundance, right? So let's see what other messages we have. Okay. We have messages for Cancer. Yeah, we have caring connections, which is what has popped out. And we can continue. Anytime I use this deck, it seems like it's the same cards kind of coming out. We have the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, which is about the throat chakra, which is about speaking up, right? At the top, we have storm warning. And I'm really getting the sense of just like, making sure that you are speaking up anytime you are feeling uncomfortable in any type of situation, in any type of relationship. Like, don't hold that in to yourself, because I'm really getting the sense of like things just bubbling to the surface. So, yeah. If that was a part of the old you, where, you kind of allowed things to just continue to take place without speaking up, like that's something that you want to keep in the past, right? Oh, geez. Yeah, we have Goddess of the Moon. It really feels like with this intensity, and it's in between that and with this traveling, which it feels like adventure. Oh, wow. And then we have action. It just really feels like, it's kind of that energy of just like things unraveling, but good things, like good things to come, unraveling, but you don't need to know what they are. You don't always have to know what's coming around the corner. So just kind of being comfortable with not knowing what is to come. When you make these changes, like, you're okay. Like, this, like, I know it makes me think of like that fight or flight. Like, if you previously felt like, or got into that fight or flight, mentality, just from the thought of like not knowing what's going on, or not knowing what someone is thinking or saying or doing when you're not in the room, right? Like, It's making me think about, like occasions where people are throwing you, a surprise party and they're trying to be secretive, and you feel the secrets, but it's making you really uncomfortable because like your trauma response of fight or flight is making you feel like something bad is going on. But sometimes there are things that happen behind the scenes that you don't know about, and it's for your good, it's in your best interest. And it's just like, let it happen, whatever happens, you will be in control. Like, you'll be able to handle it. And it's just like, I don't know, let good things happen. Okay. Oh, geez. A woman holding a coin is what came out. And at the bottom is a woman holding a heart. And cornucopia. It almost feels like, whoever you are, there's something that you're meant to be doing where you are giving of like yourself. With this woman holding a heart, like something about that, like sharing something. For some of you guys, I don't know, it feels like some of you guys needing to do something with like being talking about, relationships, like some type of relationship expert. I know sometimes we get tired of seeing people talking about that, or saying they're a relationship expert, but I feel like you may have like really a lot of experiences or something to share with people, that it feels like this is valuable information that's going to actually, really help people. And it feels like some of you guys are going to be doing this just like from a good space, right? Because there are things that you've actually experienced. This is not you speaking about, hypothetically or theoretically. These are things of like you sharing actual past experiences and what you've done to like maybe overcome certain things in your life. You're meant to share some of those things. I don't know if someone was thinking about starting some type of business or something that has to do with that, or if someone was thinking about becoming like a therapist, or I don't know. I'm hearing marriage counseling for some of you guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, and woman holding a heart finally just went ahead and came on out. And then we have the world. We have the world that came out. I'm hearing being around the world and ay. It's like you have some type of, you know, hidden knowledge, I guess. Like something that you're meant to share to help people with, happy family. Or it's like you have some type of hidden knowledge that's going to help you with your own like next relationship or future relationship or something, to where, you're going to make sure that you have like, this, if you had something that was like a negative experience before, like you now have the skills, you have the ability to ensure that you're having a very happy life, family life. For some of you guys, this is about you creating just a new life for yourself. Like if you've already been in like some type of serious long-term relationship, and that didn't work out, or you were married before and that didn't work out, this feels like, almost starting all over again for some of you guys. Hi, Kaylin. How are you? This is Cancer, but it's just a collective. It's a collective, and if the messages resonate, then you're where you're meant to be. Okay. Let's see, messages. Okay, so yeah, we have door to value, and that's interesting. It's falling right here under caring connections, woman holding a coin, and door to value. This really feels like someone is supposed to have some type of business related to this, or you're supposed to use this valuable information for yourself with this appreciation here. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. And we have a magician in the mirror, which is, this is about, you know, creating the life that you want and creating the life that you deserve, right? And this is falling under the goddess of the moon with this woman holding a heart. This feels like someone has the keys to either like to help themselves or to help other people create the life that they want, the life that they deserve. And more specifically, this has something to do with like relationships, with love and with relationships. Oh, wow. Yeah, I almost dropped the deck and it split on anxiety. So I don't know if someone is feeling like really nervous about this, but there's no like you're like, it's kind of like someone is in their head overthinking, but just let that go. Because you have everything that you need, but you just need to go ahead and take those actions. At the bottom, we have third chakra, which is Archangel Chamuel, which has to do with, you know, like confidence. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the last one that I was guided to use, has to do with the little blocks. And I'm going to do those. And then if anyone has any questions, I'm going to take those after this little section. So remember, one yes, no question. It does have to be yes, no. Please make sure that you're asking about yourself. Don't come in asking me about other people. Just make sure that it's something for your highest and greatest good, something that's for you, okay? And once we're done with all of that, then we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Remember to hit that thumbs up if you have not done so already, and make sure that you subscribe. If you subscribe, you're commenting. Once we get to 500 subscribers, I'm giving away 6 free readings, okay, to my subscribers. So, all right, let's go ahead and we're going to do these, and then I'm going to check out the comments and see who has a question. Okay. We're going to see which ones we are. Okay. Make sure this relationship is mutually beneficial. So I did say this felt like this has something to do with relationships. For some of you guys, this has to do with like starting some type of business or something that is related to, you know, like a relationship counselor or something like that. But when we're talking about leveling up our lives, you have to make sure that the relationship is mutually beneficial. Like no more of this just, thank you, Kaylin, no more of this just like getting with people, talking about some imaginary like love that is not based on actions. So, you know, just saying that you just feel something for a person and they're like ghosting you, they're not talking to you, they're mistreating you, like that's just not love. And there's something that, like, if you're not getting anything out of the relationship, then really it's not even a relationship. And it goes against the laws of nature. It goes against universal law. And you're not going to, like, there is not going to be any fruit from that, you know, of that relationship, because we're all bound by those laws of the universe. Okay. So it's not just like a made up thing. I know that some of us were taught to just like give, and how it's so much better to give, but relationships are meant to be mutually beneficial to all parties involved. So you just kind of have to keep that in mind. Okay. Yeah, we've seen this one several times, but confront challenges head on. So if we're talking about leveling up our lives, like we're not like just brushing things under the rug, especially when I'm being reminded of the card that we saw earlier with that throat chakra, especially like we're not going to just sit there meek and quiet. Like when we have a question or when we have a concern or something doesn't sit right with us, we feel like, you know, we're not being treated in a certain type of a way, or we feel like we're not benefiting from a situation with this, mutually making sure that the relationship is mutually beneficial. If you're not seeing that benefit, like make sure that you confront it. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. You know, just just be upfront. If your needs are not being met, you have to be open and honest and upfront about it. But at the same time, you also have to make sure that you know, like, okay, if you're having a conversation with a boss, with a lover, with a friend, with a family member, and you're telling them like what you don't like, or you're trying to set a boundary and they don't agree, or they won't commit to respecting that boundary, you have to make sure that you have a consequence. Okay. Yeah, we have family tension is what I was guided to. So for a lot of you guys, this has something to do with either this has to do with like I don't know, something with your family. And this could be with a marriage as well, because that's that could be that part of your family, or it could have been like the family that you were raised with. So I don't know if someone has been having some type of issues with speaking up about something that they don't like, or how they are being treated, or, like allowing things to continue. Yeah, relationship challenges. And this is all like, remember we had make sure that the relationship is mutually beneficial, confront challenges head on. And then we have, relationship challenges. I was saying, like, this feels like this is something to do with like lessons that you've learned as it relates to, relationships. Yeah, lightening your load, which again, it goes with, just making sure that everything is beneficial. If you are like in any type of situation, like you have a friend, you meet a new friend, start a new relationship, you're with a family member, and you have a relationship with this person, if they are adding to, right, they're adding to your load, and there's nothing that they're able to take off of it, that is not mutually beneficial. Okay. And there are going to be people, I don't know, I feel like some of like if you're used to people kind of trying to gaslight you, trying to make you feel like you don't deserve something, or that you're being greedy, like you're not. The only reason that a person will try to talk down on you, because you're trying to set a boundary, is because it doesn't benefit them. I'm hearing something about dog eat dog world. So it's kind of like if you are used to being in situations with people that, like, it's kind of like they're going to make sure that they benefit, that they're getting something out of you. It's kind of like some of you guys may have been dealing with people that will do anything or say anything to kind of crush your confidence, to try to crush your spirit, so that they can get what they need, and that's not in your benefit. Yeah. I'm going to do one more of these. And again, if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. Make sure that it is yes or no. And it's just going to be one question per person. Yeah, it says your path is illuminated with positivity. So I know, like, if some of you guys have been feeling a little bit down, or wondering if you're on the right path, or if things are going to improve, the answer is yes. And it's funny, I love how this one just kind of fell out. It says embrace the mystery of the unknown. And that's what we were talking about earlier, like just enjoying life, just, letting things happen. You don't have to know like everything that's about to happen. You don't have to know what's around the corner. Sometimes times things that you don't know, or things that are hidden, or secrets that are going on behind the scenes or behind your back, are actually something that is for you, and it's going to be something that you love or something that you enjoy. And I know for some of us, like if you have some type of trauma response to not knowing, because like you've learned to adapt to certain situations by controlling all aspects that you can, like it feels like some of you need to know that you're safe. Like you've learned what you need to learn, you know what you need to know, to take actions to ensure that like you're protected at all times. So like don't be afraid of the unknown, because you're ready for anything that life, anything that comes your way, any obstacles, any challenges. Like you can handle it, you're ready, you're okay. Okay. So those are our messages for this reading. I'm going to go ahead and start looking to see what questions we may have. Again, make sure that they are yes, no questions. And if it's something that I'm guided to pull a card on, I'll do that. Kaylin, I saw your statement where you said you're not doing very good emotionally. Just know that that's something, like I know some people find this hard to believe, but that's a choice. That is a choice. Like you get to choose how you feel emotionally speaking. Your emotions cannot control you unless you allow them to. So if you are feeling like a certain way, like you're feeling kind of at a lower vibration, or you're not feeling your best, then your options would be, okay, focus on or do something that's going to make you feel better. What makes you feel better, right? For me, it's going to be music. I'm going to be listening to some type of music, or like I love, reading romance novels or something like that. So to get your mind off of whatever it is that's making you feel bad, right? You have the choice, you have the option of taking another course of action to change how you feel. And if you just kind of still sit in that energy of feeling, a certain type of way, not feeling good, that's a choice that you're making, because you can easily, find something else to do so that you're not sitting in that negative energy. And I talk about this on the channel, especially for water signs, but like this is mostly like Cancerians if you're a Cancer. But like when you're sitting in negative energy, that is something that kind of it it kind of distracts you from manifesting good things in your life. It's kind of like it puts things on hold. So as much as you can, it's okay. Like, yeah, we're human. Sometimes we're going to feel sad. We're going to feel angry. We're going to need to cry. Like that's okay. Like we do that, but don't sit in that energy for extended periods of time when you could be doing something else. Or if you want to use like your sad feelings or angry feelings, or whatever, to create something, like maybe some art, or to write, or like whatever, to compose some type of music, do that with it. But don't just sit there and like sitting like, oh, I'm feeling sad or depressed. Do something with that energy. Or if you don't have anything you want to do with it, change it. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kaylin. But and I also want to say, just because your name means one who holds many keys, don't let, like, if that feels like a whole lot for you to carry on your own, right? Um, Find people that are going to be able to support you with whatever burdens that you feel like you have, right? Or it's okay to, like, if you're thinking about, like, let's say you're a person that, like, you have like a lot of things that you love to do and you just don't even know what path to take, right? They say like you can, like, you can do all kinds of things and you don't know what to do. Well, it's okay. Like, you got plenty of life to live. Like, you can work on certain things at different times. It doesn't have to all be at once. Okay, but your goal when we're talking about making sure, especially if there's something that resonated about relationships, make sure that you are speaking up and speaking out about what you need to lighten your load, and making sure that you're dealing with people that are open to, lightening your load as well, not just about, dumping things on you and giving you extra burdens. What are they going to do that's going to help you, right? Alien Vomit, thank you for engaging. It definitely helps the channel to grow, and I appreciate it. Okay, Emmy, let's see. It's slow to give me an answer with this one. What all have you been doing to change your work situation, to change your work setting? Because it kind of feels like this is something that's going to depend on you. It depends on how much action and effort you're putting towards making those changes, right? I'm going to pull a card for you. I'm getting a no, but let me go ahead and pull a card. Homer, how are you? Kivante, how are you? Thank you guys for being here. AA, I hope you get better. Okay, let's see. Let me see which cards we want to do. Ooh, kind of picking up a little bit of this mess. Okay. I'm doing great. Thank you. Okay, so I'm getting to use this deck here. What came out is receptivity, which is about being open. Okay. At the bottom is adventure, with the top being guilt. I don't know if you have like some sense of like wherever you are right now, like you feel some sense of like loyalty, like maybe you feel like a little guilty for like actually looking around or for pursuing other options or something like that. Yeah, I split the deck. I was guided to split, and we have the dream. So it's like you need to make sure that you're opening yourself up to the idea of, making these changes. And also, oh, wow. Also making sure that you open, it almost feels like something about like speaking this into, I don't know. It just feels like maybe there's some level of just fear, or like what if, like thinking that, maybe things won't pan out, or like you don't deserve something, but you have to be open to the idea that yes, you absolutely do. And to not base your decisions or your happiness on, someone else or something outside of you. Making sure that you're focused on what is in your best interest. Is there anything else? I'm hearing that's a start. So it feels like there's some type of work that you need to do, possibly with reprogramming like your mindset, with what it is that you deserve, or what it is that you can actually do, or the control that you have in this situation. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Emmy. I'm glad that helps. Trying to see. Hi, Upasna. Sarav, my future spouse. Okay, let me see. I'm getting a no for that. I have a weird feeling like on the back of my neck. I don't know what that is. Let me see if we need to pull a card. Hi, May. Let me see what deck. My back feels really weird. It's right here, like on my spine, right? Okay, I'm guided to this deck for you. We'll see what we get. Okay, so Usana, what came out was door to personal healing and happiness. And the interesting thing is at the bottom, we have patience. And at the top, we have adjacent possibilities. And it makes me feel like if you deal with this person or something like that, it's kind of like you're settling, like there's something better out there for you, like there are better options out there for you. And it's almost like this person is like keeping you stuck or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we have storm warning that when I split the deck, so I don't know. I wish I knew what that was with the my spine, like right here. It just feels really weird as soon as I read your question. So I don't know what that's about. There's something about fighting that I'm looking at this other deck, what's at the bottom of this deck, that I was guided to look at. In politics, it almost feels like this person is one way. I'm going to show you the card. It almost feels like this person is one way in public, that you like, this is what you see, but behind the scenes this is what this person really is. So I'm going back to, it feels like there are better options for you. Like this person is not in your best interest. And with that fighting, I don't like that energy. Like, I don't want to say that this person, I don't want to say anything negative about this person, but there's something about their one way in public, or presenting one way with you, but if you have something like behind the scenes, this person, I'm just going to say, could be possibly abusive or something like that. So I'm just going to leave that there. They may not be, like it may be something else, but that's just the feeling that I'm getting. Okay. So, Kivante, thank you. Good to see you, May. Okay, so let's see. And May, I'm being guided to say, like, I'm hearing that song is like tap in, right? You're welcome. May, there's something about tap in. So I know there was a person that asked me before, like, like, why do I, because I go into, and this was a friend or whatever, and they're like, you don't need to talk about like all the ways that you get your messages. And what I explained to this person was that, yes, I do, because some of you guys are, well, everyone, right, has spiritual gifts and abilities. And for some of you, it's just like being able to recognize how to tap into that energy. And I feel like, May, like you need to, I'm hearing something about like sitting in silence so that you can kind of get used to tuning in to certain sensations or feelings, or like just tapping into something. It could be something to do with building up your own confidence with like what you feel around you. Yeah. But let me ask the question. Okay, the answer is yes. I need to pull a card. I'm being guided to this deck. I'm going to pull a card for you, May, really quick. Okay, so what came out, May, is willingness, and I was guided to act on intuition, right? That's what I was guided to. At the bottom is heart awakening. And we have nature is calling. So I feel like, yes, your dad is happy with you. But I'm also getting the sense of like, I don't know if he would like to see you like take more risks, or it's kind of like when you feel like intuitive nudges, or like you feel like there's something that you're meant to be doing or something like that. Like he wants you to trust in yourself. And yeah, just like don't question what you feel or what you think. Like it's something about like not questioning so much. Sometimes just like trust in yourself and just do it. Just take the leap. Just take a risk. And it has something to do. Yeah, I'm guided to with that heart, with the heart awakening, where it says the heart knows. It's just like he wants you to trust in yourself more. Okay. Yeah, and oh my gosh, under that is deep stillness, where I said it's just like you're needing to just kind of I don't know, it's like you just need to go into like some type of quiet and be patient with it, because pay attention, like just have some patience, and just it's about just like tuning in to whatever this is, like whatever guidance that you're getting internally, so that you're not relying on outward validation on what you already know to be true, like that type of a thing. Okay, trusting in yourself more. Okay, so it looks like those are the questions. So we're going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Remember to hit the thumbs up if you have not done so already. Also, make sure, Sally is, did you ask that question already, Sally? Like, have you not asked me that question before? You're welcome, May. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish what I was saying. But Sally, if you've asked me that question, like you know, please don't ask like the same questions over and over. So make sure that you've hit the thumbs up. Make sure that you are commenting. Once we get to 500 subscribers, I'm picking six of you guys, and I'm giving away a free reading. So make sure that you are subscribing. Make sure that you are commenting, and we are getting really close. I think the last that I checked, we're at 366. So we're not that far away, you guys. Just make sure the more that you engage, watch videos, comment, all of that good stuff, it gets us out there in the algorithm so more people can subscribe, and you know, so that we can get to those free readings quicker. Okay. All right. So Sally, do you have another question? Because I'm pretty sure I've already answered that for you. Yes, go ahead. No one. Thank you, Homer. Sally, if you have a different question, go ahead and put it in. No one, you can go ahead and type your question. Hi, Sweet Tooth. How are you? I'm doing great. We're about to wrap up, so if you're wanting to put a question in, you got to do it fast. Thank you. Thank you. And for those of you guys that are interested in getting a reading and you don't want to wait for the actual, you know, giveaway, you can always go to my website, cancerianchronicles.com. And I also, in the description, there should be a link. So you can always check those out. And I have like, hi, Brooke. Okay, I see. Okay, so let me see. We have, will my ex-lover come back to me? Okay, so no one, you must, you're gonna get the lecture. I'm not one of those, I'm actually not like a reader, but I'm not one of those people that is really big on exes coming back. Like my whole message is about moving forward. It's about, you know, no longer living in the past or holding on to past situations, situationships, drama, people. Like it's leaving those things in the past, and learning from them. Okay. But I understand that we all have to go at our own pace with learning our lessons. So I'll go ahead and ask the question, but everyone gets a lecture from me when it comes to that. I believe an ex is an ex for a reason. And if you sit and think about what happened with that relationship, you'll already know that as well. So let me see. Oh, wow. I asked the question. The answer was no. My tongue started to feel really weird, and what came out was never. So I don't know what that's about. Let me see if there is. Do I need to pull a card? Not in this. Wow. I'm here. It was not in this lifetime. Jeez. I'm hearing like I know what you did last summer. Are you, Sierra, are you trying to figure out a person or just a name for your kid? Like, you have to actually ask a question. Okay, no one, let me see. Let me pull a card. Oh, wow. Wow. So I don't know if this is your energy or the other person's energy, right? But what came out was the outsider. And I'm paying attention to these locks, to this lock. It's like someone's being locked out of a situation because okay, because what I was about to say with this flowering at the bottom, like someone is being locked away or locked out of a situation because like someone is meant to grow, and it's kind of like this situation right here that whoever is being locked out from, it's just keeping this person in their head. So if this is you, it's like this situation is not even in your best interest. And that's why it's kind of like this could be who's. Oh wow, that mess. I'm trying to see like the messages that were coming out, like who is that coming from? And I'm getting the sense of like those messages are actually from you. Like that's your higher self saying no. Like that's at your soul level. Like you know that this is not, like that's not someone that you like, even if they come back, like you don't need to be with this person. And I don't know if you've been kind of like slow to like to getting over this situation or getting over this person, but you know that this is not the person that you're meant to be with. And it's kind of like there's a disconnect between you, right? Your physical you and your higher you. Like there's a disconnect. Like it's kind of like, you know, heart and head type thing. I don't know. But yeah, you know that person is not for. Oh wow, I split the deck in its inner voice. You know that person is not for you. So yeah. Okay. You're welcome, no one. And you can do it. Okay, you can do it. Brooke, I think I said hello. How are you? Posted. Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth, I'm gonna put you down for the drawing. Don't worry. I'm gonna start off with my personal opinion because that's what I do. No one. But I like friends for what? Friends for what? What you learned about that person in a relationship, like, do you really think they're gonna be a better friend? How they are is how they are. And if you're having trouble with getting that person out of your head, why would you torment or torture yourself or make it harder for yourself, right? Is that in your best interest? So that's what you kind of have to, you know, think about. So my answer would be no contacts, but I'll go ahead and, Okay, I'm being told no, don't. Yeah, that's some you need to. I feel like you need to really sit down and think about the characteristics and the qualities that this person has that you like and that you dislike, right? And think about what qualities you want in a friend and even a friend. And if this person doesn't even qualify as a friend, like if they're not a good lover, they're not a good friend. I'm just going to say that right there. Well, you told him that though for a reason. Yeah. There's something that you saw or felt, you know, yeah. So you told him that for a reason. Stand on that. Stick with that. Like what's making you want to change your mind? Like if you're have if see that's the thing that some people don't understand. Like if you're engaging in intercourse with this person, you're connecting, you're creating a tie, a soul tie with this person, right? You're creating a tie, a bond with this person. And so when you're creating a bond, sometimes like what you already know to be true, especially for like some of us, like your heart kind of takes over, like that bond tries to take over, even though it completely makes no sense. Like you know that that's not your person. But it's like certain hormones or some chemical reaction is telling you like, oh yeah, we can make this work. Um, but see, somebody that wanted you as like an actual in an actual relationship, like they when you said, "Hey, let's be friends," that person would have been like, "No, thank you." They would never settle for a friendship. That's the sweet tooth, that's the Cancer. We're considered the mothers of the zodiac, so Sally. Okay, will I be changing my career or job in the next few months? Okay, good question. Hold on, Sally. Okay, I'm getting a no, and I'm gonna pull a card to see what that's about. But I do want to say, like, you guys, when it comes to certain things, like, you have to understand that the only way certain changes are going to take place is if you are, like, if your heart is really in it. And it's like, once you decide, like, if you're asking about change, then you haven't really like put yourself out there, like you're not all in with that change. Like you have to decide that you're about to make a change and you have to act on it to ensure, you know, that it takes place, if that makes any sense. Okay, I see your sweet tooth. So let me see what card deck for you, Sally, to see if there's any additional messages with that. Okay. If it, and let me ask a follow-up question too. I mean, time is, I'm getting though, once you make some type of changes, I'm getting like in no, like within 10 months. So like the next few months, no, but it's almost like there's something that you need to do. earlier in the actual reading, we saw that magician in the mirror. It's almost like, well, and what I said was something about like, you know, making, it's like about making the decision or taking those actions to create what it is that you want or to create what it is that you desire. So it's kind of like you taking ownership, like really, like this is about something about going through a process of like with manifesting. I'm hearing law of assumption for you. Law of assumption. So I don't know if you need to look that up. Huh. Hostilities is what came out. My throat feels really weird. I don't know if if you're afraid to speak up about something. We have angel of balance. Underneath that at the bottom is anxiety, all tied up. It's almost like you have to come to terms or come to grips with like something. I don't know if like you're having some type of drama at work or you're feeling like unwanted, or I mean, I don't know what this is. Let me see. Hostile environment. It's almost like you needing to make the decision to release yourself from some type of situation. Like, I don't know if you're afraid of it or the thought of it, like, creates this anxiety, and you're needing to balance that out. And once you do that, you'll have the like strength and the confidence or something to like walk away from this situation. Yeah. So we have healer of the ages. I don't know if there's some story or something that you're telling yourself about this situation, but whatever it is, it's like, it's just not in your, it's not in your best interest. So there's something that you need to heal with that. Oh, wait, where did your question go, sweet tooth? Okay, here we go. Hi, El Princess. Okay, so we have sweet tooth. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Wait. I just saw your question. Okay. Will I sign and receive my LVMH modeling this week? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm getting a no, as in like not this week, but it doesn't feel like it's far off. Let me see. It feels like within the next 3 weeks. So I don't know if there's like some type of delay or there's a possibility for some type of delay. Something, maybe something with the paperwork or something like that. Yeah. But it's like, but it's not like, just be patient. It feels like within 3 weeks though. So just claim it, just know that it's coming, and just find something else to do. Like, go on about your business, do other things. But it feels like it's just like things like outside of your control, things that you know, you can't do anything about. It feels like it's like on their end is what it feels like, if that makes any sense. So it's like nothing that you're doing, nothing that you did wrong. It's just, you know, I'm hearing politics, you know, it's just something like that. Do I need to pull a card? Okay. Yeah. So Yeah. So don't worry about it. Just know that it's yours. Know that it's coming, and then do some fun things while while you are waiting. I'm getting a yes, but I'm also going to give the disclaimer, always read, your contracts. And, you can also, like, if you have someone that's good with contracts, have a friend look over it or read over it with you or for you or something like that. Well, with you, because you still want to make sure that you're reading your contracts. Yeah. So I feel like I'm not getting any kind of icky vibe or feeling from it. I think that it's going to be on the up and up. Okay. Okay, let me go. Let me answer. Sierra, which one is actually my person, Luke or Lars? Okay. Oh, let me hold on. And I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing. I'm also getting this sensation like, and I'm hearing these hoes ain't loyal. I'm getting neither, to be honest. I'm getting neither. And I heard these hoes ain't loyal. Um, and I'm being guided to pull from this deck for you. When you're rich, they want you. Something like that. These hoes ain't loyal. Okay, let me see. What came out was guidance. And at the bottom is clinging to the past and sorrow. Exhaustion. Isolation. It's like you're holding on to like past illusions with both of them, and you're being asked to just like let that go and just kind of go with the flow. There are some lessons that you should have learned or mastered as it relates to the people in question. And I really feel like, especially with that guidance, like you've been guided, like you already know this. You already know that. Your internal dialogue, or like your higher self has already been telling you like something's wrong, and you just need to listen to that and let go. Like if these are past people, let it go. Let them go. Oh, Princess, is there a possibility of meeting my Sag this month? No contact, in different countries. He's serving in the military right now. Just anything about the energy. So everyone gets mini lectures. Why are you guys no contact? Like, I don't care if he's in outer space, there are satellites. Like, why are you no contact? And why are you wanting to know about someone that's not contacting you? I'm hearing if he wanted to, he would. But I'm gonna go ahead and ask your, your questions about like, will you be meeting with them this month? And I'm assuming you mean like having a conversation or something if he's in the military. Basically, you're wanting to know if he'll call or video chat or something like that. Right. Is he still in initial training? Hmm. Let me just ask the question, okay? Okay, I'm getting a yes. It's interesting. You have sometimes when people ask questions, like they have like an ancestor or a passed over loved one. Um, when I look to the left, it is the mother's side, and when I look to the right, it is like the father's side. And you actually have both. You have someone from both sides watching over you or something like that. Let me see if I need to pull a card. What the heck? Okay, this is weird. This is a weird deck for them to select. Let me pull a card. Oh, princess. I don't know why I'm being guided to this one. This is, yeah. Oh, okay. Is this the card? No, okay. I don't know what this is about. Is this the card? Oh gosh. I'm not sharing that. Hold on. Anxiety. It just feels like someone's worried about something. I'm hearing everything will be all right. Okay. You saw him with an injury. This is the card that came out. It says health attacks. So, but I did hear everything will be all right. It almost feels like if you are feeling anxious, you may need to work on certain things right now for, I'm just going to say everything will be all right. Okay. Yes. Everything will be all right though. Okay. It's like you have a support system, like with the, like passed over loved ones. You have like some type of support system. It's almost like they're supporting you so that perhaps you can support him. But what you need to know is that everything's going to be okay. Like you need to know everything's going to be all right. Okay. I'm just going to like, I'll show you what's at the bottom, but I don't want to say, like, I try to be careful with the things that I say because words are powerful, right? And I don't want to speak anything into existence, right? So I'm going to show you what's at the bottom. Let me ask. They're his they're his grandparents. Yeah. So I'll show you the card, but don't freak out because it's not like everything's gonna be okay. Okay. That was the card at the bottom. But we're not gonna speak that, we're not gonna say that, and we're not gonna think that. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Okay. Everything will be okay. All right. Thank you, El Princess. And I'm sending my love. Okay? Everything will be okay. You're welcome. Just getting caught up in all the emotions. Oh yeah, no one, yeah, just let that go. And like I don't know how his person would feel about that. Me personally, like I think that's weird of having friends, especially when you're in like a relationship. So, okay, I love that, sweet tooth. Freshness in the air. Musician that I've been in contact with. Not one of readers of business. He may be interested, but I don't trust it. Is he interested? Okay. So, comma, Desiro, comma, let me see. Let me go back, sweet tooth. I think, because I think I answered your question and it was like you didn't need a card. I asked if I needed a card and the answer was no. Like you're about the contract, like that's just, it's going to be within 3 weeks. And the contract is good. Yeah, usually the cards, it's like, especially like some people need like some extra information, but like yours is really cut and dry. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, comma, the answer that I'm getting is no. But I will say, like, if you've asked about the person like several times, and that's one of the reasons why sometimes I'll tell people, like, please don't ask the same question, because sometimes people will come and they'll ask like the same question repeatedly. And not to say that you're doing this, or like some people you can tell like they go to several readers and they ask questions. And the reason that I say like don't, not to do that is, number one, it's kind of like, just not wanting to accept an answer. But number two, like sometimes your guides, your ancestors, like this, spirit, like your team, like they get frustrated with like being asked the same thing over and over again. It's really frowned upon. So that's one of the other reasons that I say that. Okay. And then just also like some people will just kind of like, I'm just gonna also say, you guys, and I don't have too much longer before my phone dies, so let me try to speed this up. But sometimes, like, it's hard telling people things, right? That you know that they don't want to hear. And so, like, it takes a lot for, some people will just try to sugarcoat, or some people will lie so that they don't feel any guilt for having to say something, having to say something to another person, like to hurt someone or, whatever. So they may think that they're doing it out of a good space or a good place, but sometimes it causes more harm than good. So the answer that I'm getting for that is, the answer is no. I'm being guided to use this angel deck. So I'm going to see what comes out. Yeah. What came out for you is everyday magic. And I'm guided to cultivate magic in the mundane because, and honestly, like what I was hearing before was like, there's something about like, even if he is like, I don't know if like hearing some information is making you think about it a whole lot more, but you're being asked to like just go on about your business, right? Like go on and do your everyday thing, and not get in your head so much about it. And also sometimes when we think or overthink about certain things, like let's say he was halfway interested in you and thinking about maybe making a move. Sometimes like when you attach your energy to that person and it's more of a like desperate or pursuing or chasing type energy, it repels that other energy from you. So even if they felt something before, if you are getting kind of obsessive about it, that kind of turns them off energetically speaking. So I don't know if that makes sense. At the bottom, it says for you to return to center. So this is about, yeah, I'm being guided to stay calm. This is about making sure that you're staying grounded. And I'm also being guided at the top is listen, it's quiet, some mental chatter. So I don't know if like, just the thought of this like, possibility is having you like your brain go a mile a minute, and you're being guided to just like I mean that was part of our earlier message for the general message, but just like let things happen. Like just let things take its course, okay? And it's not like with like I see you said, I just don't want to be delusional. What I feel like is that you not knowing actually works better in your like in your interest, right? It's better for you to just be like, nah, he's not interested and move on about your business. And so like if things change, like it'll be a pleasant surprise rather than having in your head that yes, this person is interested and they not make a move and then you're disappointed, right? So just move forward. Like don't even like don't ask about this person, don't think about this person. Make sure that you're focused in the right here and the right now, okay? Focus on what actions are being taken right now. If this person is reaching out to you, messaging you, whatever, then yeah, you act accordingly. But don't create a whole scenario in your head about what this person is thinking or feeling or doing or what they could do or would do or should do or may do. Like let all of that go. Just live your life. Okay? Okay. You're welcome. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up, you guys. No one that really it sounds like it might lead to some drama, especially with you saying that he has like another relationship. Okay, to Paris in April or May for my job. Ooh, nice. Sweet tooth. Okay, let me see. Et parlez-vous français? Are you gonna be ready for that, sweet tooth? Sweet tooth relocate in April or May. Feels a bit soon. Relocating to Paris at all. I feel like you're going to be relocating, but I don't feel like it's Paris specifically. So sometimes, like with yes, no questions, they're very specific, for a reason. But okay. Très bien, très bien. So just because the answer is no, it doesn't mean that you won't be in some other part, close by or nearby or something like that. Or it doesn't mean like I just feel like there's some sense of like a delay, like a slight delay. It's just what I'm feeling. So it's kind of like even like the contract, there might be a slight delay. And it's like a snowball effect. Like some other things might end up, oh, awesome. Okay. Some other things might be, slightly delayed as well. And I'm also hearing for you, just sit back and enjoy the ride. Like just you don't need to know everything right now. Okay? You don't need to know everything. Yeah, you will be definitely traveling, but I mean, you don't need to know like the specifics right now. It feels like sometimes when we know too much or we think we know too much, like before things happen, the power, like especially if you're a powerful like manifester, like there are certain things that like detachment is a key part of like manifesting. And so if you know too many details, it's almost like it feels like interference. So it just feels like, just go with the flow, like just chill out a little bit, okay? Just let things happen. Yeah, no one. Just, it feels like trouble waiting to happen with that situation. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, congratulations. I can't wait till that comes in, sweet tooth. Yeah, stop thinking about it though. Stop worrying about it. Don't hope that everything will be good. Know that everything will be good, okay? That I mean that's part of like what it's just like stop thinking about it, stop hoping it, just know, make the assumption that everything is going to work out when it's meant to work out, and just enjoy the ride, okay? Yeah. No, see, no expectations, just expect to have fun and enjoy your life, like just expect that, okay? Nothing else, just let things happen, okay? Okay, so I don't think there were any other questions. I don't think I missed anything because I do need oh yeah, I have to work tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there, and I will be back tomorrow. So if I missed you, I do apologize. Dark Fairy Tarot, hello. I don't know if I said hello. Hello to you. And thank you. Thank you. All right, so we're going to end it there. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Once we get to 500 subscribers, I'm giving away 6 free readings. The quicker we get there, the quicker you get the readings. All right, so we're going to end it there. I love you so much. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Bye now. Good night.